Shadow Fiend, so that's a...
Alright.
Both sides. And of course, I have to ask you the hard question. Ball for himself. Whiteman, though, is falling very, very low on the Grimstroke, and Hustler will not give up on this chase. Stroke of Fate does come out, but Hustler does find the first blood, and will be able to swashbuckle away in time. And now, they're going to try and go for a kill. Whiteman, he'll be there with the Inkswell. Raven does have waveform if he wants. He probably won't even bother. In fact, maybe he will. There's a kill there, and KYXY will go down. Raven on this Morphling.
Yeah, the Morphling just gets out of control super fast.
Oh, Cuckoo. He's going to be in trouble, though. There was a rotation from Alacrity, and he does pick up the kill. So, eventually, they do get something out of their Beast. And it looks like it probably will, though. As I say that, Zephyr rotates him with an Invis rune, but he was underneath the sentry, and now Hustler will go for a swashbuckle, and Zephyr probably going to die, and they do. And the issue is, that rule was for defensive purposes. Speaking of Zephyr, he needs to defend himself right now because Drew is on top of him and they do secure the kill on the Nyx Assassin. Cuckoo came in, but he's just too late to the party. And Drew will be fine to get himself out. Top lane, Cuckoo finds a tier 1 tower, but it may cost him his life. Now, Soulbind, Double Silence does come out with the Inkswell on Cuckoo, and he's a tanky boy, so he'll just run his way out of there. Though Drew is going to keep up the chase now, getting the chains off. Still, you need more follow-up damage than that. They do get the Illuminate. Nuts with the level 2 Illuminate, actually able to channel it long enough to connect on the DK, just barely. Woke up, just as you called it, John, down to the bot lane. Well, KYXY gonna bait in Zephyr now. Waveform forward from Raven. They don't want to lose this Beastmaster, but they do. There goes your Raw initiation. And now they've got to use the Rolling Thunder and Chains, and they might find Zephyr. But it's not really the target they came for.
No.
That's for sure. And he just, he just roars up Zephyr on the Nyx. No wasting time. There's just find a kill, and now with that kill, they're going to go straight after Cuckoo and get the Dragon Knight as well. So it's just all about finding one pick-off, and RR realize they're a bit stronger with their own draft, and they're starting to really hit some power spikes. So they really just want to get a kill and then set up for more. So Carl now will jump in. KYXY cops the Sonic Wave. It was a nice one, but there's a Rolling Thunder right behind Carl. He couldn't get the blink off. Soulbind will be there from Whiteman with the Will-O-Wisp dropping as well, but they are blowing up on the side of GEEK, fam.
Need to worry, although...
Yeah, Raven could be in trouble. Nice waveform TP. I believe there's... Oh, there is Chains Drew. He got it off in time, and now the Rolling Thunder will fly through, almost knocking Raven off the map. Poor old Raven. He just wants to stay in this game. They will eventually take him out. And that was a very, very intriguing kill as well, because you have...
It's a bit of an issue for GEEK if they keep losing that out.
Oh, Carl?
Oh,
he got chained up. Will-O-Wisp will probably save him, and it does. He is allowed to run away. Now Alacrity going to go after Cuckoo instead. That Will-O-Wisp being quite frustrating here for the side of GEEK, fam. They'll lose Zephyr. And now Drew will go straight onto Whiteman. Carl is still around the area, just blinking between the tree line. They know Cuckoo's also there, but he's blinked towards the south as well. And they're about to break out with the team fight again. Alacrity going onto the DK. Cuckoo's starting to fall low, but a great impale there from Zephyr. They do chain him up. Spike Carapace going to stun up Drew, but now with the Roar, they get rid of that pesky Nyx Assassin. RR just looking great.
Tier 3. What? It's just so fast.
It's really darn quick with the Beastmaster and Deso on the Ember. And they want to go again. Like, Alacrity still has the Aegis. He's thinking about it. He does eventually just get out of there. Or no, they're looking to swap now. They got the Ensnare off. That's going to be a dieback on the Nyx if they do get him. Chains do not connect, but did you see the damage from the Sleight of Fist of Drew? My God.
Jesus, it's the Aura Desolator, which is so scary right now.
Yeah, Soulbind comes in with the double silence. They are dishing out quite a bit of damage over to Drew on that Ember. Sonic Wave as well. They do find him. Now Cuckoo getting stunned up. Meanwhile, Carl's in the back lines just dealing with the supports the best he can. There's the Requiem, though. They'll lose Cuckoo. Carl will be able to blink out of there. And RR going to make a decision. Do you finish off that Rax or not? The pings come out from the Keeper of the Light. Nut says we are going right now. And I don't blame him. I think it's just too important of a Rax not to take when you're only 25 minutes in. GEEK fam will smoke up. They do also scan out that Roche pit. Nobody inside quite yet, but they scanned out the Pango. Could be awkward for GEEK Fam if they lose that high ground advantage. And, well, they spotted out the Ember. They jump on Drew with the Inkswell as well. And he gets blown up immediately. Hustler rolling around into Roshan. Doesn't really find anybody. And, well, that'll be it, it seems. RR, do you really want to keep fighting here? It looks like the answer is yes. They jump in with a roar onto Cuckoo. But that is not an easy target. And perhaps now with the Soulbind double silence as well, they can try to fight back. The Sonic Wave comes out from Carl, and KYXY may tick out here. In fact, Carl will finish the job off. Now back onto the SF. They'll find Hustler, they'll find the SF, and ooh, RR, that was not it. Drew brought back as well, John. He got silence. It's going to be a tieback on Drew.
Oh, boy.
They
Straight
just
to the pit as well. Jeez.
They just forced a team fight without their Ember.
Yeah, that was no. He gets a reset. I don't think he meant that, but RR they forced the fight from the low ground as well. They're pushing from below the ramp. They knew GEEK Fam would be up there. They don't respect the shotgun.
Carl is still going.
Electricity.
It's a full team wipe.
Oh.
All right.
Well, yeah, just like that. GEEK Fam with a fox. But they're not spotting the rest of Reality Rip right now. Oh, the rest of GEEK Fam.
They're going to try and jump on a Q. Oh, Raven, he shows himself. That could be a blessing in disguise for RR, but now the smoke breaks. They try to blow up the SF, but what a Manta dodge. He Manta dodges the damage from the adaptive strike. Now the Will is being dropped. It's a lot of damage from Carl. He's just blowing him up. This is not great news for RR. Alacrity is trying to fight back the best he can. They are still falling, however. Cuckoo is alive throughout all this. The Inkswell is there. They finally found the Dragon Knight. Can they get Raven? The buybacks came out from both the Keeper of the Light and the DK, and now they turn back around straight onto Hustler. The Pango's dead. KYXY is very low. He'll go down as well, it seems, and Raven can now focus his attention on the main man. He wants the SF. Alacrity's in trouble. He pops a Satanic, but it's only going to last so long, surely. Though no, maybe they try and turn it. Raven, he's in trouble again. But ultimately, he had the Aegis on him the whole time anyway. In fact, they jump back in with the Dragon Tail. Carl already calling it perfect. No Manta dodge on the Inkswell, and he gets blown up. Oh, that is terrible, terrible news for the side of RR. And GEEK Fam gonna take that tier 2 bottom. Look at Cuckoo, John, already trying to find go through the tower. They're gonna just try and trade. RR not feeling confident to go for the 5v5 team fight, so rather just try and find a Rax. Impale going to be there from the Nyx Assassin, and Cuckoo does also TP back. And now Carl's here. He blinks straight in, but got chained up. Now BKB with the Sonic Wave. It's pretty darn big, but it's not enough yet. Raw came out. It is onto Cuckoo, and nobody's aiming the Dragon on. And here comes Raven, blowing up Drew straight off the bat. Now it's onto KYXY. Another great Impale from the Nyx Assassin. They've got Alacrity trapped up. The FSS in trouble. He's not healing anything, and he will eventually end up dying. The Yules will not save. In fact, they even found Hustler. He's trying to find his way out of there, but he is almost certainly just going to die. GEEK Fam just looking way too good now. They will make it a 4-for-1 trade with these heroes and just continue to force out these little wins for their side of things. And now RR, they feel the pressure. They need to smoke. They need to make something happen right now. Otherwise, this is going to happen all game to them. So there's the Roar coming out on the Grimstroke now, trying to find that support, but maybe they don't even find him. No, they do, just in the nick of time, but what a huge Sonic Wave. Carl again, just really setting up for his team. Alacrity, he pops the BKB, trying to fight back now. Raven, he gets speeded up by that Requiem. He is left alone somewhat, but he can waveform away. And now the rest of his team jumping back in. That BKB worn off Alacrity. He's a sitting duck right now. He's still trying to fight back, but can he actually do so? Not really. He's in trouble. He's going down. He has buyback gold this time around, so there is a bright side to it, but they do call GG. Well, they don't have Drew for another 80 seconds. It's just going to be way too hard to defend.
Yeah, that was a look. It looked really nice for RR in the early game. They never hunted down Raven.
They'd go for the Void Spirit for now in RR. Well, they have the puck. I like it. I like what I see. Of course, John, you know, he's going to be able to get that Jingu Mastery proc. Boundless Strike as well. It's a lot of damage with the Inkswell if you can reach for the stun, but no, the lucky shot slow from Hustler was just enough. And in fact, we have first blood happening down at the bot lane. Drew ends up finding Zephyr and Kuku.
Have nice burst by the time they hit 5. You can really just maximize that early kill op of this entire lineup from GEEK.
Oh! Raven! What a mischief dodge coming out, barely able to survive a bit longer to get the Pangolier kill. Now bot lane, Drew ends up falling, Kuku ends up finding that kill, and they should also find Nuts.
Ooh.
Well, that's a big hit from Nuts, but he doesn't feel confident, and there was Fairy Fires available, though Kuku should tick out to the overgrowth damage, and he does. Still healing, but Drew will deny him off. I don't know if he was actually going to die, but I suppose it's worth just getting the deny off, and now with the Battle Trance, he'll make sure he doesn't die, and he does also secure the kill, but now here comes Carl. He wants to go for this kill. There is going to be an Astral Step into an Aether Remnant, and that is going to be a Dead Troll Warlord, and a Trusty Shovel.
That's the perfect...
Really on fire right now with the all chat. And nice Aether Remnant straight onto that Storm. Can they get him? Yeah, they can. All chat him, Carl. Give him the tip.
Man.
There we go.
But that's not as game-changing. It's a very efficient item, really good amount of damage. The blink is really when that comes in line well.
Aether Remnant going to lock in Hustler. It's going to be another easy kill for Carl. With that Yule Scepter, you've got that guaranteed... Very close call top lane, by the way, John. Zephyr barely managing to TP out in time before a Rolling Thunder hit him. Bot lane, however, Kuku may not be as lucky as he does get rooted up. Silence will be there with the Soulbind, and Sonic Wave is also committed, but it will lead to nothing. Or maybe it will, because Raven is around the corner, but he can't do much by himself on the Monkey. I say that, but they do make the jump now into Nuts. Inkswell going to be there, and Raven, he does at least get himself a support kill.
It's not the best trade. In fact, it's a pretty darn bad trade, although Drew up top.
That's a good one. Out. Yeah, Carl's got him in the Aether Remnant. Drew may just try and man up here with the Battle Trance, and I think he has no choice for the silence. Oh, you need to pop that ASAP. That Grimstroke can get you like that.
Seen it a couple of times in the offlane pop, although Nuts.
Overgrowth, going to be pretty nice. There is going to be Raven jumping in, and now Carl will show himself. Aether Remnant does actually lock in the Troll, and Sonic Wave going to secure the kill, but now there's going to be a bit of trouble. Raven does go down. A great Ice Path, though, coming out from Zephyr. And that'll mean Aether Remnant comes in. Carl secures so many kills. And another great Ice Path. Yeah, it's going to be a full team wipe coming out. Hustler, he gets Yule's up, trying to help his teammate out. KYXY dead. Hustler also going to go down. And they got Raven, which is a really nice kill, but the follow-up there from Zephyr. And then you got that huge Astral Step from Carl onto... It's going to be a big team fight down at bot. They want to defend that tier 2 tower. Nuts needs to get a good overgrowth off. He hasn't been scouted out yet. KYXY, he goes in for the duel. They found Carl, but what a nice pass. Zephyr, he found every single person. And that'll allow Carl to survive. Whiteman does die to Nuts, but now it's a cleanup crew from GEEK fam. They look to try and turn this one around again. Kuku will scout out, give the vision, the Boundless Strike from a mile away. Drew is trying to run. He pops the Battle Trance. A zip in from Alacrity. They're going to try and fight this out. Whiteman finds a double kill, however, and now Alacrity, he's been caught as well. Zephyr, are you kidding me? How does he do it, John?
The timing was perfect, not just from...
You actually get to defend this. It's, dropping very, very quick.
Nuts.
He's going to try. Just delay things out a little bit, but Kuku will be on the chase. They will jump in now with Carl, and they just burst him down. But he has bought time. A little bit of Alacrity. He jumps in. He took it. He's got the Aegis. He does manage to steal, but is it going to matter? The fight really begins now as Raven does go down. Hustler controlling up that... Well, who was it, in fact? It was Kuku, but he does manage to blink out of there, and now the control begins. Carl is the main target, but he uses himself up. Can he try and turn this for his team? A great Aether Remnant into another great Ice Path from Zephyr. Kuku comes back in. Hustler goes down as well. This is falling apart. Zephyr's even body blocking. He's body blocking in the middle of a team fight.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh
I mean,
god.
it was just perfect though.
Carl.
Mid lane, Hustler almost dies. There's going to be a Soulbind coming out with a double silence. But they can't close the gap, or maybe they can. Raven, what a boundless strike. He found two of them as well. Now they jump in with the Vortex. Alacrity trying to turn around, but Raven pops his BKB, and now the Ice Path once again from Zephyr, forcing out the Battle Trance from Drew. But it's not going to matter. Raven's taking no damage.
Oh man. Geek fam. They're just playing around now.
I don't
They
blame
really
him.
are.
I don't blame him, John. Zip in from Alacrity. He just can't do anything.
Oh, Carl even finds Hustler.
Oh, goodness me, Carl. Have mercy, sir. They've had enough. Carl's 11-0 right now, 29 minutes. It's not like we've never seen that before, but just the pacing of this game, it's been played out perfectly by GEEK fam.
Yeah, like, they're not gonna get Megid, but the tier 4s are looking mighty juicy.
I mean, you may as well be Megad right now, John. There's
Oh yeah.
5 heroes that are bigger than Mega Creeps.
Sergeant Greaves. So there is a chance there, if you can get that proper initiation. It's just, well, even Zephyr
nuts.
actually has his own meter. Oh,
Got scouted out by the Necro 3 units. They do have True Sight after all, and Cuckoo will not waste any time. Just straight Sonic Wave. Deafening. Oh my, they found another
that's
one.
bigger.
Drew. No, not Drew. Gets caught out. Doesn't get bursted yet. They get a jewel off. Straight onto that Jakiro. Getting rid of that Pos 4, that Menace. Now Raven, man fighting Drew in Battle Trance. Takes him out. Hustler trying to help, but he just can't. They can't do anything.
God.
Alacrity has 0 damage as well. And Raven now is just going to be on top of KYXY, and there's the GG. He calls it before he dies. He will die anyway. Alacrity trying to find some sort of kill for himself before the game ends. He will not get it though.
Yeah, solid, really, really solid performance for Geek Fam after